welcome to Seniors and Citizens. My name is Kathy Mary and I'll be your host today. And I have a large panel today. First I have Sue Simpson, Adam Chase, Chrissy Bellier, and a special guest, Brandon Horgan, who is captain of the football team. Today's topic will be about Miller sports and what we do around here, because I don't think the town really knows how hard we work out there.
No, I don't think they do, Kat.
Well, what do you think about the sports? How do they affect the school?
Sports in the school. Well, I think they affect us in a quantity of ways. They give us something to do after school, keep us out of trouble.
Do you play any sports?
Yes, I do. Kat, I play volleyball at the moment right now. I also play basketball and softball. And I have a great time playing sports because you get to know people on the team. Isn't that right, Brandon?
Yeah, that's right.
So I think they affect the school in many ways, a lot of good ways, because they keep you healthy and they give you something to do.
Now, everybody here plays sports except
couch potato Adam over here.
But Adam, why don't you play sports?
Why don't I play sports?
Yeah.
I just love to work, and sports interest me in the spectator region, and wow, although I love sports, it's just more fun to watch.
Do you watch,
Do I watch them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I try to attend as many games as I can throughout the year.
I haven't seen you at any of our games.
Well, you will.
Sue, what sports do you play?
Volleyball?
Volleyball, that's good. And didn't you cheer?
1 year, yeah.
Did you? Good. Now, do you guys think that the town supports us? See, I don't see that there's a lot of support in the town.
No, not really. I don't think they do. I think, parents of the people on the team support the kids and stuff, but no real outsiders just come down for the fun of it to watch.
Yeah.
I don't see many. I see a few, but not many.
What do you think, Brandon?
Well, I think that, at the football games, all our parents are there and stuff like that, and pretty much the town works and stuff, so not many people can go to the games, but, we do get some support from everybody in the school and stuff like that.
Well, I think if sports get publicity like in the early 80s, then a lot more people will come because it's being publicized and people will show up because they're interested, curious.
Now, I know a lot of people in the town think that, Millis isn't that great, but I don't think they really don't know because they've never been to our games or seen how hard we work.
Yeah.
And a big part of it is because of the numbers, because not a lot of people attend. Now, how many people are on the football team this year?
I think there's about 18 now.
18 now. How much did you start off with?
22, I think. So with injuries and stuff like that,
Yeah, a lot of injuries this year.
so
It's too bad.
it's about 18 kids now.
You guys are doing really well,
Yeah.
too. The Ashland game was really good.
Yeah, that was our only win, and we tied once to
Marion.
Marion, and we're hoping to get a victory tomorrow night. So
Who are you
everybody
playing
come-
tomorrow night?
Bellingham, playing Bellingham tomorrow night to be home.
Volleyball is playing Bellingham tomorrow, too.
All right.
Where?
It's here.
Now, the soccer team. Has anybody heard how the soccer team's doing?
I heard they won last night.
Yeah.
4-0, right?
Something like that.
Against Hopkinton. Huh? How about the girls' soccer?
I don't know. I went to one of the games the other night, but I didn't stay for the whole thing, so I don't really know the outcome. They did fairly well.
But the JV volleyball team, the JV volleyball team, they're really doing good. They have
11 and 3. 11 and 3. They're doing really well. I'm proud of them.
Now
They have a strong team too, so it should be good in the future. Because it's all the whole. I'm sorry. Go ahead. The team's freshman.
Now, do you guys think that we'll have sports next year?
No.
Hope so. You don't think we are?
I hope
Adam?
so, Sue.
Adam, you don't think that we're going to have sports next year?
No, I don't think think so. I think at least football, because there won't be enough people. Maybe volleyball, maybe soccer, but I don't think they definitely won't be strong enough. I think they'll get buried.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, I think as soon as they regionalize,
If they do.
well, they're most likely going to regionalize. So when they do that, I think we're really going to have some powerful competition. Like, we're going to be powerful.
Yeah.
And because Medway's got a lot of teams that are good.
Yeah.
So,
Brandon, what do you think about regionalization?
I think we should regionalize, definitely, because, I mean, there's not as many people in the school, and, you know, I mean, I think we should regionalize, and we'd be a lot better, definitely, in sports. Everybody would have a better time playing.
Now, would that cut opportunities for people to make the team, you think?
No, I don't think so, because I think Millis has a lot of good athletes. We just don't have a whole lot of players.
Yeah. Good. Well, now what do you... Now, I've noticed that, like, a lot of the graduates from, you know, 1980 and stuff, they don't come and watch us. They, you know, they're in the town and stuff, but it doesn't seem like they really care. I mean,
Well, they're probably gone.
no, a lot of them that are around the town, it doesn't seem like they really care anymore.
Well, some of these people work all week, and their only times off is when the game's on, like Friday night. So maybe they're out carousing.
Now, what about, like, time consuming and stuff? See, because sports takes a lot of time. Do you work, Sue? You do? Now,
Yeah.
does it take up a lot of your time?
Yeah, it does.
It does. Could you give us a little background there?
Well, as far as I go to school and then I go to practice, and then sometimes at the beginning of the season I went to work right after practice. So
Yeah.
so it was hard. So but now I just work on weekends.
What about you? Do you work, Brandon?
Yes, I work at Ann and Hope Warehouse. Very nice place, and I work on weekends there. You know, you can always come down and see me there. I'll be there usually on Sundays.
what, for autographs?
Make
Yeah, for autographs
You
and,
have
you
to make
know,
an appointment.
good time coming in. Yeah, I'll help you.
Show you anything you need?
Yeah, anything, you know, just good times.
Tour?
Now, do you think that
Yeah,
football
I'll give you a
takes...
free talk.
Great.
Definitely of Ann and Hope.
Do you think that football takes up a lot of your time?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What time do you get out of practice about?
We usually get out like around 6:30. So then you have to go home and eat supper. And, do homework and stuff, so you usually don't get to bed until around 10. You know, you're just really tired and stuff.
Now, Chrissy, what about you? Do you work?
Oh yeah, I have 2 jobs.
Wow.
Hey. I work on weekends. I can't work during the week because of volleyball and the games and stuff. But, the games and stuff. So I work at Roach Brothers. Come down there to the bakery, and I work at Dover Pharmacy.
How do you carry the load?
It's really rough. No, it's like, you know how weekends are usually made for sleep and stuff. I
Yeah.
You just don't sleep anymore, huh?
can't get it in because you gotta get up early in the morning and stuff. So, but sports take up a lot of time, but it's worth it in the long run, I think,
Why?
because they're fun.
How come?
Now, what would you do if the sports were cut this year?
Probably have a nutty.
Whoa!
A nutty. Can you define a nutty?
Well, I'd be upset. I'd be upset because I like playing sports. You like playing sports?
Yeah.
What about you? Do you work a job?
Yeah, I do work a job. No, it does, and it takes up a lot of my time, but I think this year, last year when we found out that sports were cut, it was awful because, I mean, it's such a big part of school and stuff, school activities, because if we didn't have sports, I don't know what we'd do, you know?
Yeah.
And plus for colleges and stuff.
Yeah, scholarships.
Now, you wanted to play in college, right, Brandon?
Yes,
Hoping to?
I'd hope. I'd like to play football in college.
Any particular colleges?
No, not yet.
No?
I don't really know where I'm off to.
You're not gonna
What
play
happens?
lacrosse?
No, I was, my hand was really hurting, so I don't think I'm going to be playing lacrosse this year. I didn't have too good of a
McWhippet?
season. Maybe. Definitely
McWhippet major?
See what happens.
Chrissy, what about you?
What?
Do you plan on playing volleyball or basketball in college?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Well, the swim team is out because Diamond board broke. So
Oh, okay. Sue, what about you?
Playing sports, you mean?
Yeah. Have you been thinking about playing volleyball in college or anything?
I'd like to, but I don't think I have the time. I'd like to get a part-time job, so with that and studies, actually I don't think I'll have much time, so.
Adam, no one else wondered.
Kathy, I don't play sports.
Chase, don't you do synchronized swimming?
Yeah, on my off time.
No, but I was wondering, do you regret not playing sports?
No.
You don't regret?
If I regret it, I probably would have played.
That's fair.
But hey, go ahead.
Never mind.
Go.
I heard we're supposed to have a good softball team this year.
Softball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like when it started, like volleyball, like this year I think we have a good team, but what am I trying to say here? The softball team was made from the freshmen, so we learned to develop over the years.
And
So.
you're working with each other. And stuff.
Yeah, and this year it's a lot of seniors.
Now, is Mr. Hoffman coaching this year?
I think so.
Is that?
Yeah. Louise Ball coaches JV. I think she is this year. Once again. So.
So, Brandon, tell us a little bit about football. Do you think you'll win any more games, or?
Well, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we win some more games, and everybody's playing their best out there, giving 100%. Just one more major injury, and I think they might have to hang it up.
They are? Is that what Coach Quigg said?
Well, I'm not quoting them or anything like that, but I don't know. I guess he said something like that in the papers, so we'll see what he has to say.
Oh, okay. There's been a lot of injuries. Has there been any in volleyball or soccer? Do you know?
I heard John McConey. Didn't he do something to himself?
Hurt his arm.
Hurt his arm?
I think.
And Jonathan Hammond, he got stitches under his chin.
Yeah. Because he's a goalie.
And Carla Smith hurt her knee.
Yeah. Well, Kyle's knee's been a real problem for a long time now. So.
Now, Brandon, you hurt your knee in football, didn't you?
I didn't hurt it in football, no, but I heard this summer, and I had to have an operation on it.
Now,
before
does
the
that
season.
affect your playing?
Yes, I think it has affected my playing.
Are you okay? I mean, does
Yeah.
it bother you when you play?
Yeah, it does.
Did you wear a knee brace?
Yes, I do. I have to wear a knee brace, but so far it's been doing okay. It feels all right. So hopefully by the end of the season everything will be all right. It's getting stronger and stronger. So.
Do you think about it tentatively when you play it?
Sometimes in the beginning of the season I did because I was really nervous about it and stuff. But now it's just like I don't really care. I just want to play.
Brandon, can I ask a question?
Sure.
How would you feel if Coach Quigg did decide to hang up the towel and say, forget the rest of the season because of injuries and the amount of players that you have left?
I'd be mad, definitely, because if he did that, that would be it. We'd have no Thanksgiving game or anything like that, and what's Thanksgiving without a game,
Turkey.
And, so hopefully he doesn't cancel the season. I hope he doesn't,
Well, if he did,
I go crazy.
you were really crazy?
Well, no, you've been playing since you were just a little tyke, huh?
8 years old I've been playing since
Yep.
I was 8 years old.
Yeah. Papuana.
We've been cheering.
Well,
Yeah, we've been cheering for you while you've been playing, Kathy and I.
What would
great.
happen if you did have another major injury like
Easy
happened
with
last
these
week?
injuries.
I mean, I'm just saying because the numbers are so small.
Yeah, and injuries are a big
Well,
part.
if we
this
get
year.
another major injury, then we're gonna have to hang up the season. But we're hoping we don't get a major injury.
You have to.
Do we have to get an injury?
It's not like law. If you have 17 kids, you can't.
Yeah, you need 18 kids.
But a lot of freshmen are starting, which isn't, they're not really ready,
Which is
huh?
tough,
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Dunphy was quarterback the other day. He did very well, I
Took
think.
place of Doug Byer.
Yeah.
How's Doug doing, Sal?
Fine.
Doug Byer.
Yeah,
Now, what happened to him?
He has a compound fracture. He broke his leg in 2 places.
Yikes.
And he's in a cast right now for about 2 to 3 months.
Ouch.
Now, will he be coming to school soon, or?
In about 2 weeks.
Is he in a wheelchair?
He might be when he comes to school.
Does he have to use those things, the stairway?
Oh, I don't know. He only has one class on the upper level, so they might have to move the class down a level because it's only one class. But they don't think that his mom doesn't really. I mean, because his leg has to be elevated, and that chair doesn't elevate his leg, when he goes up the stairs, So he's doing fine.
Good. Glad to hear that, Sue.
Right.
Well, I have a question for all you people who play sports. If you think the facilities and the coaching was better, do you think your winning would increase?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because it would increase the motivation to win and the desire.
I definitely, yeah.
Also,
And
the
then we'd
town would
win.
get involved.
Huh?
The town would get involved more too
Yeah.
with it,
If we had a lot more winnings.
Yeah, like when we were younger, I mean, there was more people at the school, and there was like everybody went to the games. Everybody, especially
Everyone.
football,
Yeah.
everybody was there. So
No, I don't, because I look at
downhill.
Medway volleyball, and their coach is like a drill sergeant. I mean, they don't get away with anything. And with us, with our coach, I don't know.
This is recreational
Yeah.
volleyball.
I mean,
We
Spanky's,
have fun.
hey, come on, take it easy on Spanks.
Spanky's
He does his best.
he's a really good coach, but he doesn't drill us, and so.
Would you rather be drilled?
No, I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Chris? I mean,
Well, I think we'd have to start out
huh?
getting drilled. Then not just 1 year Spanky's like, okay, I'm gonna buckle down now. It's like
Yeah.
you can't do that. You have to evolve into it. Like Medway,
Yeah.
Medway's just like, that's why they're the best, because
They also
earned it.
Yeah, they also started when they were young.
Yeah. And we don't really, well, we're starting to have it now. It's
Mhm.
like the 8th grade last year started doing volleyball as
Yeah.
a recreational thing. And I think that really helped, because look at the JV team now,
Yeah, they're really good. Brandon, what do you think? Do you think because you started at such a young age, do you think that affected you a lot when you got into high school? Learning how to play football.
I think it helped me a lot, because now I'm used to everything,
Yeah.
I don't really have to be coached anymore because I know my position so well because I've been playing it since I was 8 years old,
Yeah.
so
It's a long time.
pretty much I know what I'm doing, so I think it's really good because then the kids can get to feel what football is like when they're younger. If you have a good, Pop Warner, we used to always have really good Pop Warner teams.
Mhm.
Leads up to a good high school.
Now, do you play against any of the kids that you played with in Pop Warner?
Yeah, we play with kids from Medway and kids from Medfield. So.
So, Chrissy, did you play any sports when you were younger?
I was a cheerleader forever. I've been a cheerleader since I was like 3. I was a mascot.
Now, how come you don't cheer this year?
Well, I don't know. I started getting into I started playing volleyball, and volleyball goes with the cheerleading, so I don't know. You can play volleyball and cheerlead, but that's a lot. It's too much. So I don't know.
How come you stopped cheering, sir?
Oh, I just didn't like it anymore.
You didn't.
No.
You're glad you played sport. Would you rather play sport
Yeah.
than cheer?
Yeah, definitely.
I know, Kathy, you still have the desire to cheerlead. I do too, but
Yeah.
I know. So, just cheerleading just sticks with you. When you see the people cheering, you're like, you go along with it.
Intramural volleyball. Now, everyone's getting excited for it already, so we already have a team. Could you tell us a little about that, Sue?
About intramural volleyball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know mostly about it. We just all the I guess it's open to all grades, and they just get their own teams together and play. You pick your own teams. You have as many people on them as you want, and that's in the
It's
winter
in March.
or the
It's
spring.
about March.
It's the winter or the spring or something like that. And they compete, and it's really good for everyone, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I think as far as the
fun.
competition goes,
Good,
it
clean
is
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
It is. It's clean fun.
Clean.
Who won last year?
We did.
Regulators.
That's right.
Easy.
Regulars. Oh, you're just mad because you didn't win.
About cheering, didn't you used to cheer before?
Actually, I cheer all the time because I cheer on the sidelines. But I don't do as perfectly as the Mills cheers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like
Would
to
you do
wear
one for
dresses.
us now?
I would, but they're all, I can't
Is that
remember.
trick B?
Yeah, the trick B.
So have you guys planned on playing any intramural volleyball? Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to get the team together next year. Instead of regulators who won last year, we're gonna have the renegades. And it's like a combination of intensity, who was in second place, and the regulators. So it's gonna be all mixed people, and
One
it's
big
gonna
team,
be
huh?
good because it's like all volleyball
Do you
players.
feel that they're going to dominate over everyone
I
else,
think
though?
so.
You think
I think so.
I get a
You can
chill
quote me
just
on
looking
that in the future.
And just no one else would have a chance, though?
No, they didn't have a chance against us on the regulators.
Oh, okay.
You heard it first.
No, but I think it's good that we have intramural volleyball because, you know, the kids who don't play sports, like Amy Magnuson, she
Oh my God.
She played last year and she had a good time.
Oh yeah, she did very well.
Well, I played earlier in my high school years.
You did?
Sports too.
Now, did you like that?
Yeah, I played football for 2 years, basketball for 1, and I played hockey for 5 years.
Wow.
But, you know, I
Did you
just
play
had to work.
intramural
I had a,
volleyball?
yeah,
You did. Now, did you enjoy that? You know.
yeah, I did. I'll play this year.
Mhm.
I'm not a complete lug.
That's good.
Complete
Yeah.
So just like half one, you know?
Easy.
Yeah, but I think that's
Part-time
good.
one.
Yeah.
Because I see the school getting really excited over intramural volleyball, and, you know, because a lot of kids play together, but they usually don't play, you know?
I'm definitely pumped.
Are you?
I'm definitely.
Brandon, do you have a
I
team
can
together,
feel
or what are you doing this year for intramural volleyball?
Jeez, I don't know yet. I really don't know. We'll see what we can.
I thought you were
I think you're on
Renegades.
No, I think Astro is gonna have to come back again.
They all left, though.
No competition.
Mm-mm.
Blew you away last year.
We got some conflict here on Cable Chen.
One what? Gail
Okay, guys.
Channel 10.
Yeah. So getting back to sports,
No,
Kat.
but I think that's about all the time that we have. But I just wanna tell you guys that we have is about a Halloween party coming up, costume contest that the student council is sponsoring. Are you guys dressing up?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Gonna try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon, you left your leotards over my house. Just.
I think I'm gonna be Mrs. Stratton.
Wow. She should be proud.
Either her or Miss
Good old
Moore.
Joan.
Yeah.
Miss Moore, maybe. You know.
Mhm.
You got the size. No, just kidding.
Oh, and this Saturday there's an all-star game, and me, Chrissy, and Sue are going to be on it, including Carl Smith, and it'll be held in Millis High School, 7:30, Saturday night. Yeah, it's a volleyball all-star game. And what all-star is all the teams get together and they have just the seniors and, you know, and they put the east side against the west side, and we play against each other. It's really good because, you know, all the teams work together, and so hopefully we win. So
Hopefully we'll get some Medway girls on our team.
yeah, Medway's on our team.
Yeah?
The East,
Good.
yep. We hope you guys will come and see us because it's going to be in Millis.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, that would be great.
Adam, our cheerleader.
You bet.
Don't forget your pom-poms, Adam.
And there's also a Halloween party on Tuesday night.
Dance.
Dance.
Dance?
Yeah.
Where is that?
As at the cafeteria, the
The
gym.
gym.
Yeah, it's sponsored by the Lions Club, I think.
Romantic.
Yeah. They have a good light show. They do it every year for us. And they have Coke and stuff. And
Yeah, they had a wicked good light show last year.
Lasers.
Adam, are you going to be going to this dance? I see you skipped out on the last one we had.
Ooh.
Gee, I might.
Ooh.
With that peer pressure now, I better be down there.
So, Sue, have you thought about a costume? Are you going to be dressing up good?
No, I really don't have any idea.
No?
I thought you were going to be Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale.
I'm not sure.
No?
I don't know what I'll be.
Adam, how are you? You know,
Me?
because it's our senior year now, and we really want to get dressed up, I think. I want to anyways. I don't know about you.
Well, I might dress up as somebody who plays sports since since I can't myself, you know.
Well, that's a great idea, Adam.
Thanks.
What about you, Chris?
Oh, I'm still looking into my costume.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking more along the lines of Catwoman.
Catwoman?
Yeah.
In a Batmobile?
In my Batmobile.
Good. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about...
Oh, Brandon, what are you going to dress up as?
I already said either Miss Moore or
Yeah, you said.
Mrs. Stratton.
Nice job.
How quickly we forget.
Well,
Okay, you guys.
I hope more people come to your games. I mean, when you look out in the stands,
And you see no one.
does it affect you?
Yeah,
lonely.
I think it affects
It's
us a
lonely on the
lot.
court, it is.
No, it is. You know, we
Is it
see
quiet?
people actually going to our games. It makes a big difference.
It gets you pumped, huh?
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of people don't go. It's always, you know, the same people who come to our games. And
Yeah.
a lot of people, I don't know why. A lot of people go to music moment.
No, just ready?
When you go to other towns
Uh-huh.
and see, is there a lot more people?
Yeah, I do. Especially in Medway, the stands are packed, like with, you know, students and the football players and stuff, and they really support them. But, you know, it's hard for the football players to come to our games because, you know, they have such a tight schedule, and when we have games, they can't
But
come.
we have
be-
games on Friday nights, but they don't go.
Should be more of the people in the town, huh?
Huh?
Should be more of the people in the town.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the parents who, you know, want to see a volleyball game, they can come and see us.
Even if they don't have direct ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they don't have what?
Direct ties.
Oh.
Yeah, but
If your
it's good.
daughter's playing your son, if
I thought you
maybe,
said tie-dyes, I'm sorry.
no, even if you don't have tie dyes, do that also.
Now, what do you think about crowd? Does that, you know, I mean,
About our crowd? Well, I wish they, especially the JV, I wish they'd yell a little more. And Nicole. Because, I mean, we scream and yell for them most of the time, a good portion of the time, unless we're changing, but no, I think the crowd's okay. I just wish more people would go.
yeah. Now, does that get you down? Like, I mean, when you see a lot of people, are you surprised?
Yeah.
Like, and do you get
And
psyched
no,
up?
I do. I get psyched up when there's a lot of people there, because I think it gets the whole team psyched up.
Uh-huh.
You
And,
perform better?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. But, I think that's about time, you guys. But, huh? Time for lunch. I hear everyone outside, so thank you for watching our show. I was your host, Kathy Mann. I want to thank my special guest, Brandon Horgan, who is captain of the Millis football team.
Say hi to your mom.
And I guess Adam Chase will be hosting the show next week, and we'll see you then.
All right.
Okay? Thanks.
Forget about ESPN, forget about the sports channel, because this is the NBA Connection. Yeah! I'm your host, Adam Chase, on this edition of Seniors and Citizens, and we're doing our NBA preview review here. With on me on the panel is Eric, the got John McConey, a.k.a. Brian Dyer. And our special guest expert is Ian Primetime Skinner. All right, Ian. Well, let me begin off the show by talking about the Boston Celtics. They're now 7-1 on their preseason, and they look pretty good going in against Milwaukee this Friday night. I'd like to ask a view of how the Celtics are going to be doing in our panel.
I think the Celtics are going to win the championship this year. They're going to prove to everybody that they're the best team. They have all the great players. They got Larry Bird back, Kevin McHale, good rookies, Reggie Lewis. A lot of answers this year. Should beat the Lakers or Pistons, whoever.
Think the chemistry's right this year?
Definitely. Best team they've had in years.
What about the exit of Brian Shaw going down to Italy? Who do you think they should start at point guard? Putting in, they have three choices. They have Dennis Johnson, John Bagley, and Calvin Upshaw. Obviously, one or two of these men has to be cut.
I think they should start Upshaw, and they should keep Bagley as a reserve. Upshaw is probably the quickest player on the team. He can push the ball up, and they have plenty of scorers on the team. He doesn't have to score. He can just distribute the ball to McHale and Bird and Lewis, and they can do the work.
Well, I think Bagley's been really giving Celtics a look because he's really pushing that team and giving a good fast break. What do you think, John?
I haven't gotten a chance to see much of Bagley, but I do know Calvin Upshaw is good, and I also agree with Ian. They should keep Upshaw. DJ, I haven't seen him play much lately. I know.
It's tough.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he's not old, but
Keep
it's just that
Upshaw.
he doesn't have the full work anymore. He may have a good, basically decent shot, but he's done.
Me personally, I'd like to see. I'd rather see DJ get cut and have him keep Charles Smith, because in the preseason, do you agree with me that Charles Smith really did produce in the few minutes I was out there?
It's a tough decision, though, for the coach. I mean, DJ's been on 2 or 3 championship teams. I mean, he's a quality player, and it might be tough for them to take a risk on Smith because, he's never played, so you never know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He looks like a good player, but it'd be tough to get DJ. It's a tough thing to say.
Yeah, because he has played for us for a long time, and he pretty much won us the 1984 championship.
He's clutch.
Yeah, he is clutch. He is ice. But let's move on to the Atlantic Division and look at the Celtics. People that will be going against this year. New York, obviously a tough team. Many people picked them to win the division. I'm not sure about that. They do have Ewing and they do have Jackson, and they have Gerald Wilkins,
Kenny Walker,
and Charles Oakley. It's a strong team, but I don't know if they mesh all that well because Ewing's a postman and Jackson's a run man, and I don't think they go together good from what I've seen.
They had a pretty decent year last year, but they're kind of unpredictable. They have a lot of head cases on the team. I don't think they can match up with the Celtics.
No. Patino got fired, or replaced, I should say. No, I can't really understand that. He took the team from, being at the bottom of the barrel, brought him up, and they get rid of him like that. What's the use?
I don't think that's a good idea. He's a great coach. He was bringing them places. They had a decent season. I don't think you can really expect anything more out of the team than what they did last year. They're not a championship team.
Yeah, just look what he did for Providence. All right, going down the list, Boston, of course, we discussed. Now Bird back. They think that's going to just, he looked a little shaky on his shooting, but
his presence on the court, that's all I need.
And brought the life back to everybody.
Yeah.
he has the ability.
He's one of the greatest of all time.
Definitely. He has the ability to get the whole team to improve.
Even if he doesn't play at his best, there's just so many other things he can do to bring the team up. It just doesn't matter. If his shooting's off, he can make rebounds, he can make good passes. He's just a consummate basketball player.
From my viewpoint, I saw that in the preseason when he started with Pinckney and Klein and all the people that are trying to work into their offense, that he just raised them up a level. And especially when Bagley is in there, they had a running game that just nobody could stop.
I think he's going to score a lot more points this year with Bird.
I think so.
He's going to draw a lot of attention. And Klein, too. They're all going to benefit from him.
And he's a muscle man. Well, let me go down to the list to Washington. Now, I watched the game Sunday. Anybody watch against Washington? Or was it Friday?
It wasn't much to watch.
Yeah.
Washington doesn't impress me.
They have Bernard King. He was, 1984, he was
MVP.
leading scorer.
Yeah.
He won the scoring title.
Then he had bad knee injuries.
Yeah, he went downhill.
He's done. They can't. Should have been done a while ago.
They can't bank on him.
Yeah. Wes Unseld, though, I think he's a Casey Jones type. He doesn't excite him. He just kind of walks back and forth, and he doesn't make much decision making. So not to
It's a boring player.
down Casey, but there is a reason to down Casey. He wasted starting 5 because he didn't integrate his players. He didn't integrate his bench.
I agree that hurt him last year and the year before that, because when Rodgers came in, he had to start like brand new, trying to move the bench players who hadn't had any experience at all to play, and they just weren't ready. And that's probably one of the reasons why they didn't do as well. Plus, he was faced with the Bird situation.
Yeah.
But they did do pretty decent last year, all things considered. They made the playoffs. And this year, with all that experience from last year, the sky's the limit for this team.
Well, they did make the playoffs, but come that time when they had to win that game to get in the playoffs, and if they lost, they would have got a lottery pick because they wouldn't have made the playoffs. I personally would rather saw the Celtics lose because they could have got maybe a Danny Ferry or somebody like the Stacey King, even though Danny Ferry's in Italy.
But that's not the Celtics basketball. You can't. Brett Arbeck wouldn't. You just don't go out and lose a game.
That's true.
And that's just not the Celtics way. They go out and try to win every game.
Yeah.
That's the way they always play, no matter if it's for a draft pick or whatever. They're just going to go out and try to win.
Well, Washington, they're not going to give them much because they just have a perimeter shooting team. Okay, we're going to move down these next 3, even though it's kind of academic. We got Philadelphia, New Jersey, and Miami. Philadelphia is probably the strongest one out of these 3 teams. They do have Charles Barkley, but they're really going downhill fast. Great.
I like the Heat.
I like the Heat.
I like the Miami Heat.
They're a scrappy team.
Barkley's all talk, no action. He says a lot of bad stuff about the Celtics, and he just can't back it up, especially not this year. They're going to get buried.
He is a choke master. Plus the other team, they just don't have a supporting role at all. It's
He's
just
not the ground
down
to rebound anymore.
No.
He's more like a round mound of pound.
Right. Exactly.
Round mound of pound.
Exactly. He has put on some extra poundage, I've noticed. New Jersey, what can you say?
Forget it. Just that's all there is to it.
They bring in about 1,800 people.
Remember the name
a
of
year in the Meadowlands.
They are. The New Jersey what? That's how bad they are.
They are the Nets, but...
The Nets, because they're all caught up in it. I mean,
that's right.
Nothing.
They are the Nets, but they rarely get it. They really get the net. You move down to Miami. I like Miami as a scrappy team. I like
Yeah,
their
they did a lot
players.
better than I thought they'd do.
It's a good
I thought
play.
they'd be like the
Yeah.
biggest joke team, and actually they won.
Yeah.
It's an exciting place to play. There's a crowd gets into the games.
Big time.
I like the idea of new teams coming. Yeah.
I like the experience.
You get sick of the old team.
What do we have, 24 now, 25?
Yeah, with Minnesota and
In Orlando.
I like it.
Yeah.
Gives a lot of players,
Yeah.
chances to win.
Okay, they obviously start with some pretty, you have to say, low-budget players.
Yep. But I'd say it'd take about 5 to 6 years, and they can rise up to about the cream of the crop in the NBA if they play their cards right, because they're going to get a lot of good picks, and you never know.
Yeah.
I think it adds another element to the NBA.
Is it Miami or Charlotte that Rambis plays for?
Charlotte.
I like them too.
Yeah, the Hornets.
They're sad.
Yeah. They're pretty sad. What do they have?
Rambis.
Yeah, they have
Rambis.
Rambis, the scrappy white man. I like it.
Clark Kent.
Okay, so there's our teams, New York through Miami. I definitely have to pick Boston for my first choice, They have the chemistry, they have the coach, they have the team to make it work. Bird's back, and there's no stopping them. Let's ask Bozo, what do you think, man?
I don't know. I think you're right about the Celtics, but personally, my all-time favorite player is Jordan. So I always go with the Bulls anyway. So
Well, that'd be Atlantic. We're talking about
I know.
that'd be Central. We're talking about Atlantic.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't talk about that, man. I don't talk about that, man.
Yeah, we got a big-time Jordan man over here.
I'm Jordan, man. I do is go Celtics.
Do you think Boston?
Oh, I probably will win it. I mean, as you said, like
This division.
yeah, this division, yeah, they will win it.
Yeah. Well, what about you? In prime time?
I agree. I like the Celtics. I've always been a Celtics fan, win or lose, and this year they're going to win.
I think it's a pretty weak division, so I don't think it's going to be any. You for the Celtics?
That's Dweeby.
Dweeby.
Boston.
All right, we're going to move on to the Central. It's a very, very tough division. Big big-time competition.
It's never an automatic win when the Celtics travel into a Central Division.
It's rough.
Away game.
It's rough.
You never feel safe.
My man Jordan.
Let me just read off the teams and let's see if you can hold on to your seat, all right? We got Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Indiana, and Orlando. Hi.
Good afternoon, Mrs. O'Regan.
Good afternoon.
Well, anyway, this magazine picked Cleveland. Obviously, they have a really strong team, but they seem to have a knack to choke in the playoffs. Last year, everybody thought they'd go to the playoffs, so what did they do? They got knocked off. They have Nance, they have Price, Doherty. They're looking good, but they seem injury plagued once they go through the season.
Ron Harper.
Yeah, he's pretty prime time.
Yes, he's definitely a
Not
showstopper.
quite as prime time as Ian, though.
No. That's why I said pretty prime time, because Ann is the prime time.
The ultimate, the exultant prime time.
The ultimate in prime time.
But I believe in this team.
The effervescence.
They have the effervescence to come up and
The
rise.
polarity.
And then to push over the top.
Shows polarity.
Detroit's
And
too caught up in their
gravitativity.
bad boy image.
Detroit, they lost Mahorn for one thing, so they're not going to be pushing people around.
Definite double.
He's probably, right now he's with Minnesota. I mean,
I heard he's going to Italy.
yeah, he's going to go to Italy. I mean, you got to have some pride.
Guy's out of shape. And
He's a
The only real tough person they have left is Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu.
I don't even remember his name.
Well, they have Isaiah. He's a choke master himself.
No, man.
Personally, I just don't. I give him credit.
He gets those knockdowns. Just the only person they have is Isaiah. I mean, the only thing, plain and simple, that happened with them is once they were up, and now year by year they just keep dwindling down to zero.
They won the championship last year.
They do still have the
They
spider
stink now.
and the worm.
The worm, he's
So far away, man.
he's garbage. He's too
Rodman.
much wrapped up in himself.
This is true when he has big ears, too.
Detroit has too many big heads on their team.
And the stat from the Axe is that men with big ears only last about 6 years in the NBA, so I think Rodman's pretty close to done.
Truage. Plus, I think
Much truage.
that these head cases, they're going to be out for stats, the stat men.
They're looking for the paychecks.
Yep.
After they won the championship, Detroit's going to be money hungry, and they're just going to fall. For
Detroit last year, New York and Cleveland got knocked out before they got to play them. They played us, but we were banged up and bruised.
Gave them a good run, though.
Gave them a good run, but we're just going to come back and demolish them this year.
It's the year of the Celtics.
No talking about it.
Bad boys are going down.
All right, we're talking about Chicago now. Obviously, they got
Man.
the MJ man, and he's gonna score 35 points a game.
At least.
Doesn't matter. But what about a supporting cast? Can they carry the team? Because one man can't win a championship.
Scottie Pippen is looking excellent going into his
Second or third year.
They got
Plus
Stacey King?
They got Stacey King, and they got a point guard, so George's not going to have to carry the load. And they have a great team this year. I'm afraid of the Bulls myself.
I don't know. They don't have a predominant center. They have
a rookie. They have a rookie, and this kid, they say this guy is good. And they're undefeated preseason. They say they're just playing incredible.
They have good players, but
They mesh together.
they seem once they hit playoff time to lose a lot of their
They're gonna have-
chemistry. They don't have the mystique quite like the Celtics.
Yeah, but they have major
excellent players,
seepage of
but they
points.
don't have the mystique.
Another Truage.
Truage.
Very Truage. But
Dobage.
Cartwright,
He's over the hill. I think he retired.
yeah, he's already collecting. I don't know, He can't go against Parishes and he can't go against Ewings. He just
Like his beard.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Chocolate cakeage.
Chocolate cakeage.
All right, we're down to Milwaukee, another strong team. Just made
Bucks.
some major trades. They got rid of Terry Cummings, but they got Alvin Robinson and who was it? Cadillac
Anderson.
Yeah, that guy's too tall. Did you see him in the slam? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
he's
get
too
off
tall
track.
for dunk.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
tried to do some weird slams and just he's so tall that he just was he looked gorpy almost,
Yeah.
It was really
He's
stupid.
not a primetime player.
No.
No.
He's not ready for primetime at all.
Not at all.
He should
The
retire.
Bucks aren't ready for
It
primetime.
was only because Dominique and Jordan were
Yeah,
both out of it.
Dominique, yeah.
I still think the Bucks are buzzing from the incident with Kevin McHale and that fan.
That was a long time ago.
That's rough.
some preoccupations, you know? The Bucks are going to lose big in the season opener against the Celtics, that's all I have to say. They're not.
That's true.
They're
in the garden. They're going down.
Adam, I don't think the Bucks are worth this time right now that we're talking about, and that's what I really feel about the Bucks.
That's some heavy words to seepage on the...
Celtics are going to pass the buck, but this time, you know, they have Brewer at center, and he's a project, you know. He's been a 12-year project. You just can't take him. You got to get him out of here. They got to get a real center. They're going to be right where they are here, in the middle of the pack, doing 500 ball.
A waste of time.
Okay, here we are with the three again. I like to call them the Trump three. We got Atlanta, Indiana, and Orlando. Atlanta's probably the strongest. They got Neek, but, you know,
They never come through.
they never come through.
People that have been waiting for the
Little
championship
jumper
for
spot,
something.
man.
I mean,
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if you think about it, if he's a man on man, and he's up against 6'5", for, you know, kind of short, you know, he's not that tall, you know what I'm saying, and then you got little Spud Webb, who's under 6.
Was he 5'3", 5'7", something like that?
He's really small anyway. Yeah, 4'3".
That's not
2 foot. No, I mean, what's he gonna do when the guy's going like this and the guy he's up to his kneecaps?
He can go into his legs.
Yeah, but then he's got another guy.
That helps.
Then he's gonna be underneath the baskets. I mean, he's
He's
just like
too small point guard.
He's too small. He's too small for anything.
Atlanta's going down the
He should give up.
tubes. I actually think that Indiana's going to go over Atlanta. Moses Malone,
That doesn't matter though, Adam.
He is. He's
Adam,
real old.
what matters is who comes in first place. These three teams.
you got the other
no
playoffs.
shot. They got no shot.
You know, it's the first 8. They
If
have
they get
a
into the
shot.
playoffs, they're going to have to play the Celtics, Adam, and you know what that means.
It's true. Dig a grave. Okay,
Let's move on.
Indiana. You know, they got their team aspect. You know, they have.
They give 110%, but they just come out with the same.
Tisdale. They have Tisdale.
They get 25 wins a year, you know.
It's rough.
It doesn't get you anywhere.
Roughage.
Roughage.
Orlando up and coming. Watch
yeah,
for
right.
it. But seriously, folks, they are an expansion team.
They're scrubs.
My pick has got to be Cleveland.
I like Chicago.
You like Chicago?
I like Chicago this year.
Prime time, so Chicago. What about you, Bose?
Bozo says Chicago.
Chicago. Little Stacey King's little MJ.
It's MJ.
They're going to go
Bozo's gonna be
basketball, but not Cleveland.
No.
They can't beat Cleveland.
Cleveland's ready to choke. Bozo knows basketball. I'm going with Chicago too.
Chicago Jones.
Temple of Boom.
We're going western
Going back
now.
to Cali.
Oh, wait, come back.
What do you want to see here? No,
That's not him.
that's Horace Grant. He's a good player, but he's a trick
Put it up. What the smooth character.
That's me.
Just like Shaba.
Midwest time. All right.
Midwest.
We got another. They're good, not as good as you know the other one. Dallas, Utah, Houston, Denver, San Antonio, Charlotte, Minnesota.
Boy, that sounds like an exciting division now.
It is exciting.
Homeboy division.
We got Dallas. They picked them first. I can't agree with that. I just can't agree with Dallas.
I like Utah.
Me myself,
mailman.
I like San Antonio. I'm picking, you know, from the bottom here. I'm picking San Antonio. Let's talk about them. They have Terry Cummings.
They have David Robertson.
They have David Robinson.
You don't have.
They have Sean Elliott.
Sean Elliott. They're going to gel. All right. They're a little rocky in the beginning. They're not going to have a good start.
Brokowski.
Yeah, they do.
They have Mo Cheeks.
Yeah, they have Mo Cheeks bringing them together. That's what you need is that point guard. Because if you don't have an experienced point guard, you can forget it. So this general manager, man, he's bringing in David Robinson. He's making them gel.
There's no doubt they'll have 30 more wins.
They're going to be at least first or second. That's why I'm picking them. But you know,
When that time comes, it's going to be the old chokeroni.
that's true. They don't have the experience. But for the division, they're going to be up there. Houston, the bat. You know, that's not.
Celtics play them twice.
They're picked high, but they're bad.
They have a couple of returning players from drug.
Oh yeah. Lloyd and Wiggins.
A little cocaine.
Yeah, little cocaine. You know, you can't come back.
Crack on TV.
You can't come back from the crack. You know, you can't come back from the crack. You heard it first. Elijah one, he's hurt. What are you gonna do? He's good. But he's hurt. But Twin Towers.
But he can't help you when he's on the floor, right?
They got no forwards.
They have nothing.
They're done.
They're done.
They're bottom.
They didn't even start, man. They didn't even start.
No. You might as well just pack it up and trade package.
Try a different sport, huh?
You bet. Utah.
Mailman?
You got the mailman.
You got John Stockton?
Yep.
You got Hanson?
I like
You got
it.
Thurl Bailey?
I like him.
You have 7'5" goon guy with a big red beard. Eaton?
Oh yeah, they're a tough team, but they're scrappy.
Definitely scrappy.
You know, I picked them over Dallas,
Oh yes.
and they're with San Antonio. Mark my words, San Antonio. You don't have to laugh. Just mark my words. Watch your prime time. Okay, let's talk about Dallas. They have Blackman. They have Davis at the guards. That's
Perkins?
They're looking pretty good. Who's the center? Perkins.
Yeah.
I thought it left
The old NC.
Shrimp,
North
you know.
Carolina Tar Heels.
Didn't they get rid of
Jordan
I don't
and
know.
James Worthy?
I thought he wanted to
I'm
go.
not a Dallas fan myself. They never really do much.
That's
They
true.
get to the playoffs, maybe give LA a run for their money. They just go out.
We got the Nuggets.
San Antonio.
Nuggets were in Europe.
Michael Adams,
Michael Adams.
3-point specialist from BC.
He got some hands-like action. But
He's old. He's gray.
It's rough for him. You know, they were just touring Europe, touring Italy for the preseason, and they almost lost to these second-class teams. That's got to say something.
Alex English?
Yeah, they have him, but he's
Was
got
he in a
no
movie?
Yeah, that's Amazing Grace and Shock.
Mason Grayson.
Oh, man.
Rent it if you got it, all right? Because it's pretty good. All right, we got the chum two here. Charlotte and Minnesota.
I think we should just skip these and move on to the
Charlotte and Kirk Rambis will be coming at you live.
I think Charlotte is the best expansion team that's
That's not saying much.
before.
They're probably still saying much.
Kurt Rambis.
No, not fourth. I'd say fifth.
Maybe third.
Fifth
Kurt
is
Rambis.
Rambis, he's scrappy.
They're not ready
No,
for prime
man,
time.
He's blind but scrappy. You know?
Rambis has got the Hanson brothers.
He's a bricklayer.
The Hanson brothers.
Yes, he doesn't
He got this dude right there.
Yeah, he's just like, he's all luck. He can score when nobody's on him.
You could build a brick wall. You could build a brick wall with his jump shot.
You can. He's
He's
a Mason man.
They're all masonaries on the
Minnesota, they
no
got
idea.
Minnesota got no pick. They got the scraps.
They got all the
from
scraps.
everybody.
Scrubbies.
They got the scraps. We're going to Weston.
Going back to
This
Cali.
is a chump. Pacific. This is a chump division. Serious.
You heard it here first.
Believe it.
There's two good teams. Two good teams.
Adams
We
Blue.
might as well start with the Lakers.
That's my team. That's my team. That's my pick.
Why?
Los Angeles Lakers.
Why? I don't know. Because the Lakers, they're getting old. They can't
Real
handle.
old.
They can't handle the steam.
No, they're like, they get pooped out wicked
They're a
quick.
decent team, Adam.
They're a decent team.
Yeah, but they don't have
James Worthy is one of the strongest forwards in the NBA.
But he's got to have a heart attack now.
Larry, he is hard to match.
Yeah.
You got Byron Scott and Magic Johnson. That's a guard tandem. You cannot stop them. When they get the steam rolling and they're going and going and going and going and going, coast to coast.
And going.
Coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Their running game is
You
down.
watch these two. All they lack is a center.
AC Green, he's down.
AC Green is a good man.
He is.
He is a good man. He may have too much Jerry Curl, but he's good. He can play.
No.
Bench isn't too strong past there. They got a center with not much experience, which is their main weakness. They don't
Can't
have anybody
win
in the paint.
Without a center and without a defense. They're not going to.
They do have a good defense.
They'll win the division because look at the division.
They're not going to win the championship.
Everything else is scrappy.
No, the Celtics are going to win the
All those
championship.
LA bandwagons are going down.
Lakers, Phoenix, Golden State, Portland, Seattle, Clippers, Sacramento.
Who cares?
People on the West Coast care,
Sleep on that one.
but we don't.
That's right. Is there
Because they're all going down.
How does Seattle out there?
Supersonics have that guy, though, that was the MVP of the All-Star game when it was played in Seattle? I believe that's Tom Chambers, isn't it, John? Yes.
He's gone. He's
Like
Phoenix.
Lakers.
He's Phoenix.
Well, then I'm going to go with Phoenix.
He's Phoenix now.
Phoenix under the Lakers.
They have a lot of.
I go with Mills.
They're rehabbed.
Got a good squad this year.
They're rehabbed. Phoenix. They're coming back.
No, they're not, man.
Phoenix is going to win the Pacific this
I
year.
think
That's my
6 out of the Midwest and
never
2 out of the
guess.
Pacific.
Prime time is going to go on record right here. You heard it here first. Phoenix is going to win. Phoenix is going to win the West.
What's going on?
We're going to win the whole West. It's going to be a Boston-Phoenix final with the Celtics being champs. Just like
did hear it here
Just like
first.
1976.
I think primetime
Thank you,
TV
Beth.
is getting a little less popular these days because there's no way in chance that
So they don't have hair like you?
No.
this is quality material.
It's greasy. It's greasy.
The crack reach has set in, man, because
You get that seepage on the forehead.
it's these two teams.
It's my hair, man.
We're special for the show.
That's right.
But Ian, you look like you're dressed to shave right now.
Dressed in shame.
You look like you're dressed to shower right now.
All right, easy kids.
Dressed in shame.
Easy kids, because we're getting back to the NBA in force.
In full effect.
In full effect.
But I gotta agree with John.
Stereo in 3D.
Hey,
Golden State, Portland, and Seattle, but I rank them all the same.
I gotta agree with John though. Just to zip out on one point. I think prime time is totally out, man. Forget about it. There's no way that little scrappy group of jokes are gonna beat the Lakers, man.
Mark his words because he's an expert.
I think the man knows what he's talking about.
Let's add up these two IQs and see if we get 10.
I'm a prime-time believer.
Yeah, then we had yours when we had
Has to be how what I got on my SATs, thank you.
Okay, what do you three think about the Golden State, Portland, Seattle combo? Any of them are going anywhere?
I like the Clippers.
I like the Clippers.
They got
That's my chum too.
Danny Manning, Reggie Williams. Personally,
Danny Manning is the worst player I've ever seen in my life.
How can you say that?
it's the worst. The man's team does win the NCAA championship. He brought his team. Look at his team. He won the NCAA championship by himself.
He's lucky. He was the best player in college basketball.
Yeah, but you compare him
to Carl Mailman Malone. He's the milkman. That's what he is.
All right, quick picks.
He's the milkman.
Quick picks for this for the championship. Two teams.
Bulls, Celtics.
Can't do that. You need one from the West.
Lakers and Bulls.
Oh, that's rough. John, going back to the old LA Boston showdown. Unfortunately, for LA fans, Lakers lose this year. Pittsburgh, it's bad.
Oh wait, I said Phoenix, Boston champs.
Let's say Boston, Dallas, and mark my words. This has been the NBA Connection with my panel, Eric Bozo Nims, John Makoto, a.k.a. Dyer, and our special guest, Primetime. All right? We'll see you next week with an unknown guest who's going to be bringing you a pretty good show. This has been the NBA Connection. I've been your host, Adam Chase.